expect to see tonight. Great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. They've got Harper, and it's Love in at the center position. Nails it from beyond the arc.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
From deep, Jordan up again. That shot off the mark.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Pass to Tatum. They set the screen. This one for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Love the screen on Tatum. Pippen, pass to Jordan. Pippen outside. Over Tatum. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Pass to Russell. Back to Holiday. Here's Harper. He's covered by Holiday. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Pippen outside. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from the top of the key, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Now here's Holiday. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Here's Mikan, covered by Jordan. Tatum looking it over, launches it, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. From deep, Jordan. Boston pulls it in. Mikan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Russell finds Holiday. Here's Mikan. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break. The Bulls, 4th.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And they call an illegal screen here. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. He has 6.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
Here's Pippen. Rebounded by the Celtics. Mikan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Tatum. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. Clock at 2. Fires the 3. And it's Chicago with a board. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that. Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here's Harper. He's scoreless. From deep, Jordan. Another three for Chicago.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
From deep three-point range. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play.
First team foul.
Most of the season behind us, Grant. Talk about the mindset for teams right now.
Well, if people tell you the standings don't affect the mindset, BA, they're lying.
What's up?
Everyone is asking themselves how they can improve or maintain position. You just don't want to backslide now.
And that one misses. The Bulls trail by 5. Here's Pippen, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Now here's Holiday. He had 9 points in his last time out. Sinks it from distance. He's got 9.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
And here's Jordan. Last game out, 36 points for him. Here's Harper. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Holiday. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Harper. He's covered by Holiday. With the drive, Gilmore. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Now Holiday. Yet to see a basket. There's a screen. Here's Rice. Not enough on that one as it misses. Bulls trail by 6. Pippen, pass to Harper. Now Jordan from the arc. And it's Mikan with a rebound. Mikan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
Change it up.
As the dance team makes some noise.
Bulls on D. 6-point game. Launches a 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it. And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. Pass to Lively. Here's Rice. Nice ball movement by Boston. Jacks up at 3. The rebound by Guerin.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Kukoc, the pass to Cartwright. Over Holiday. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Boston leading by 6. Pass to Rice. Fires for 3. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Offensive rebound. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Yeah, just an instinctual pass by Holiday. The moment he saw the opening, he was moving the ball.
Pass to Kukoc. Oh, ripped away. Pulls it. McGuire can't hit.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Guerin, the pass to Kerr. There's a screen. Here's Kukoc. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. First shot won't go. Celtics lead by 8. Pass to Holiday. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's a 3-second violation. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You look at the Bulls, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And of course, there's the Celtics, pretty far behind right now.
Well, right now for Boston, it's just been a bad start for them. At least, though, they still have enough time to get things going.
Well, sure, it is early, but they want to avoid digging too deep a hole for themselves. If you let a slow start go on too long, it can really shake a team's confidence.
So it's Boston now, following the bucket by the Bulls. Black, right side, to the paint. Picked it out of midair! Here's Kukoc. No made baskets yet. Here's Guerin. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 4-point Boston lead.
With his level of quickness, it's tough to keep up defensively.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Celtics up by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the court for Chicago, they've got Harper, and it's Love in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Bulls trail by 4. Pippen, pass to Harper. And here's Jordan. From the top of the key, and again, it's Chicago.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Lets the three fly, and it's Chicago with a board.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
There's the triple, and they recover it. Pass to Harper. Takes a 3, and there's Jordan on the assist by Harper. Harper's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Here's Aguirre. Again, the miss by Boston. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Harper. Here's Love. It's blocked. Here's Aguirre, covered by Jordan. Again, the miss by Boston. Chicago leading. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. They swipe it. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. A deep 3 from beyond the arc and then some. Jordan's got 8 points in the quarter. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Another 3 for Chicago.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Just about finished. Let's see who's likely to make an appearance at this year's dunk contest. This is a talented group of guys.
It certainly is, B.A., and I'm really looking forward to this contest. These aerial artists who are going to have a lot of fun pulling out all the stops to wow the judges and make the crowd go wild.
And in dunk contest voting, he's third, a premier athlete in the NBA.
Well, the fans want to see him fly, and us broadcasters, we want him in. I expect to see him compete during All-Star Weekend, believe that.
And we should have our final list of competitors in the coming days, so we'll share that with you as soon as we have it.
No matter what that final list looks like, safe to say, this dunk contest is going to be one for the books.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Rice. And he drops it in from the low post. Rice has got his first points of the night.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Here's Rodman. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Jordan misses. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He's He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back to you, Brian.
You love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Right wing. Here's Jordan. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Look, the defense was there, but he made a great adjustment at the rim.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Michael Jordan, shooting one.
And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got two really talented guys or three really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
The rebound, Celtics. The three ball. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure.
Here's Harper. Black defending. There's a screen by Love. From deep, Jordan. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Rice. 6 to shoot. Black, left side. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Jordan with it. He's got 22. Here's Rodman to the wing, right side. There's a screen by Love. Here's Pippen. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Here's Rice. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Jordan's got 25 points.
Woo! He's been red hot from three-point range. How long will he keep it up?
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's give him another round of applause.
Here for the Celtics. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Jason Tatum, and Holiday subbed in for Black. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Celtics trail by 11. Outside Holiday. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Kukoc.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Here's Kerr. No points so far.
have been apparent, unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's Kerr. Another three for Chicago.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Outside Russell, puts it up. And it's Chicago with a board.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Lets it fly from 18. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
2 minutes.
Now here's Holiday.
2 minutes.
Outside Russell. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Rice. The three is up. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Holiday, following the bucket by the Bulls. They get back on track. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now. The three. He drops it from range. Jordan's got 28 points for the game.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Gilmore.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Holiday looking for an opening. Inside. And then Russell with the dunk.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Kukoc. No points yet. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside. Gilmore. And they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
I like that. Playing big.
Hey, love the way he got off the ground for that one.
Well, we don't see him throw it down too often, but he's clearly got the size and ability to get up there.
No good on the buzzer beater. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Chicago ahead. They lead by 18. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Billy Donovan here with us now, and coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So we just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Arena Entertainment.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Chicago Bulls.
I obviously love watching them. Everyone enjoys good offense, right?
Yeah, played the right way. I can't think of a more beautiful game in all of sports. And now coming back around to our featured game, quite a shooting guard matchup in that first half.
This shooting guard matchup has provided a lot of entertainment already. Major contributions from both players so far. And as a fan, man, you got to enjoy this battle. Wait for the second half.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Celtics trail by 18. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Holiday in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Here's Mikan. Pass to Russell. Clock at 6. Now here's Holiday. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Pippen.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Rodman. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Love. Boston with a rebound. Mikan's got 8 rebounds in the game. And here's Holiday. Still without a bucket. Tatum passes to Russell. Stolen. Pass to Jordan. And here's Love. Here's Harper. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Now here's Tatum. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Harper. He's covered by Holiday. Jordan with the bucket.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Holiday following the three-point basket by Chicago. And the three-pointer goes.
And the response triple by Holiday. He's just so competitive.
Pass to Jordan. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting for Chicago, Michael Jordan, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the Celtics making a change here. And both free throws good for Jordan. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth team.
These rookies are on a roll. The best shooters from the field over the last 10 games.
Entertainment.
Here's Mikan. 6 points for him. Outside Holiday. Pass to Russell. Here's Mikan, covered by Love. Shot clock at 6. Russell, the pass to Mikan. Love with the defensive effort.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
To the paint. Rodman's shot is good. Rodman's gotten his first basket of the night.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
It's intercepted. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Oh, it's stolen. Outside Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's Russell. That time on the assist from Tatum. Russell's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. Black's checked in for Russell.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Mikan passes to Black. Now here's Tatum, covered by Love. Here's Aguirre. Clock at 6. Boston needs to get off a shot here. Black, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Harper. Still no points.
Bulls foul. Starting Pippen. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics. Number 41. Glenn Grace.
Black outside. Pass to Mikan. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Mikan's got 8 points.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Harper passes to Pippen. Pass to Rodman. 5 on the clock. Now here's Love. Here's Harper. And it's Mikan with a rebound. Mikan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Black passes to Mikan. That one's good for 2. He's got 10.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Here's Harper. Pass to Pippen to win the cold spell. Rebound by Aguirre. And one young guy who's really a good on-ball defender, Anthony Black.
Yeah, B.A., that's where he's made an immediate impact. He's a big guard, a smooth athlete, great body control, really tough to get past him, B.A.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition buckets.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
That's good from Holiday.
Well, Holiday's one of those guys they can ask a lot of, whether it's guarding the opponent's best player or orchestrating for his teammates.
Lively, he's checked in for Boston. Holiday hits them both. Bulls leading by 14. Here's Kerr. To the wing on the left. Here's Kukoc. And again, no good by Chicago. Boston on offense. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Screen by Lively. To the left side wing. Rice. Goes back up. Lively with the bucket. Lively's got 6 points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Here's Kerr. Here's Gilmore. An easy 2 on the layup. 10 points for him.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to Holiday. Fires the 3. Chicago with a rebound. 22 was their biggest lead. Kukoc, the pass to Kerr. Here's Guerin. Here's Cartwright. Still without a bucket. Oh, deflected. Here's Kukoc. And they forced a shot clock violation. Great D. So both teams changing it up here. Now Holiday. He's got 5. Rebound by Guerin.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Harper.
Celtics foul. Mark Aguirre. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Celtics on D. They trail by 14. Here's Harper. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Third team foul. Shooting for Chicago. Ron Harper. 1 shot.
A shot.
Celtics trail by 17. Outside Holiday. And there's a pick. The 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound. Gilmore's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Guerin. Here's Kukoc. Chicago passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Guerin. And he can't bank that one in. Boston has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Bulls making a switch here. Jordan's checked in.
Line for the Bulls. Artist Gilmore.
Mind the lanes.
Line
Mind the
for
lanes.
1.
1 shot.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Off the mark, and the drought continues.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Free throw line jumper, and the shot no good, a bit short.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Here's Rice. Drains the triple. Rice has got 5.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Puts it up from 17. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Chicago, ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
And Coach Donovan conveying the scouting report to his guys.
Knowing your opponent's plays is important. On the money right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. And it's Rodman in at the four-man position. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Tatum. Launches it from deep. Rodman with a rebound. Rodman's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Guerin. And here's Jordan. It's stolen by Holiday. And Boston pushing it up now. Here's Aguirre. 6 to shoot. Back to Holiday. Here's the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Rodman's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Guerin. Back to Jordan. Now Pippen. There's a screen by Love. Goes up from the top of the key, and the basket by Pippen.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Russell. Back to Tatum. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
The pure skill and agility of Tatum on full display. To be able to beat the foul and still get his bucket.
Harper, he's checked in for Chicago. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the stars. Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Outside Holiday. Pass to Mikan. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here's Harper. Jordan high post. Over to the wing. They set the pick. Harper passes to Jordan. Lets it go. Holiday grabs the miss. Celtics trail by 21. Pass to Aguirre. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Mikan. Pass to Aguirre. Now here's Holiday from downtown. Here's Mikan. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around. Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Now here's Holiday. Outside Tatum. Pass to Aguirre. Here's Mikan. Love grabs the miss. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's a screen by Love. And here's Jordan from deep. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Tatum. Count that one.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
Here's Harper. Pass to Jordan. Pippen outside. Out left to the wing. Here's Jordan. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Here's Aguirre. Outside Holiday. And there's the screen. To the left wing. The 3 from Russell. Chicago with a rebound. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Love, a screen on Holiday. Harper passes to Jordan. Fires from deep. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 4 rebounds in the game. The drive by Holiday. Russell finds Holiday. Here's Aguirre, covered by Jordan. Puts up a 3. They get it back.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Pass to Tatum. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Harper passes to Jordan. Out to the wing from behind the arc. Harper misses. The Celtics shooting just 38% for this game so far. Outside Tatum. Russell from outside. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's a screen. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, B.A. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve. So when Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
First one falls for him.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
And so Tatum nails both of them. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the 4th. Pass to Kukoc. Now, Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Now here's Lively. It's hauled in by Kerr.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bulls.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
I mean, once he crosses the timeline, you need to pick him up. He can drop it in from way back.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Kerr for three. On target from range.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Here's Mikan. Banked it in off the glass.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Here's Kerr. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his hi and welcome everyone. Here on 2K Sports, can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Here's the starting group for Kansas City. Nowitzki is out there with Davis. Then there's Finley. Then there's Luka Doncic. Ewing can't get it to go. And it's Kansas City's ball. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team. Doncic, no good. West against Doncic. Doncic with the block.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Pass to Nowitzki. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Connects from three-point range. As the weeks fly by in the NBA, RJ, what changes are made at the player level? What are these players looking at, trying to work on, and aiming for?
It's just hard to see. It depends on the individual. For me, you just need to prioritize basketball. Start blocking out any and all noise.
Block at 6. Here's West. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Getting this one to fall hopefully gets things rolling. Their first make out of 5 shots.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the Wizards head coach. I asked him what lessons he's learned from studying tape on Luka Doncic, and coach told me, well, one thing is you can't force him into anything. Luka plays at the pace that he wants to play at and goes where he wants to go on the floor. But we can try and take away his options, and that should present some obstacles for him. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you once again, Allie. It's his first trip to the line.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2, Patrick Ewing.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Ewing. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Doncic. He had 25 points last game. Nowitzki outside. Pass to Davis. Pulls up on the elbow. That's good on the jump shot.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Now here's West. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And there it is for him.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Kansas City shooting their first free throw of the night here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Dick from past the arc, and that's collected by Nowitzki.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Doncic outside. And they double up Doncic. Finley drills the three-pointer. Finley's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Knights.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
for Dirk Nowitzki. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately, averaging about 18 points per, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
Here's Dick. There's the pick. Pass to West. It's Ewing high post. Nice ball movement by Washington. Right wing. Shot clock at 5. And here's West for 3. And another miss by Washington.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now, here's Doncic. No scoring in this one. Davis dishes to Nowitzki. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Wizards trail by 10. Jake with it. The kick out to Wilkins. West outside. To end the drought. Rebounded by Kansas City.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And another basket for Kansas City.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
The Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at the Knights. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season.
Well, I think for the Knights, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, I'm not sure this can be written off just as a slow start. I think this might be the team that they are.
Now here's West. The run. He takes it up and lays it in. West has got his second basket of the night.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Pass to Finley. Back to Doncic. Over West. Offensive rebound. Nowitzki kicks to Finley. No good on the triple. And so it's West with it. He brings it up to the Wizards, trailing by 10. Dick passes to Ewing. Over Nowitzki. And there's Patrick Ewing on the assist by Dick.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Now Finley. Last game we saw him score 14. Doncic kicks to Finley. No good with the triple. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Ewing sets a screen for West. Pass to Dick. Not 3 off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Nowitzki. The rebound by Ewing. Ewing's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's West. Got it from 16 feet. West has got 6.
And how about the lift West gets on his shot? Leaning back just a touch. Very difficult to contest.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And it's a completely new group here for Kansas City. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Now, here's Levens. Pass to James. The 3. Second shot opportunity, and the layup good by Şengün. And the Knights lead by 8.
What you love about Şengün is that he is always working for a second chance score.
Lambier with a screen on Bass. And there's the drive. Here's Wilkins. That shot no good. And it's Kansas City's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Offensive rebound. And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Davis is checked in for Kansas City. Here's Şengün. Outside, Davis. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Lambier.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And Bowen is selective when it comes to shooting, but they're showing some assertiveness inside.
Here is Davis after the basket by Washington. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Oliverio. And Kansas City misses again. Wizards trail by 6. Here's Bowen. Here he goes.
Easy 2 points from Bowen. You don't need a ton of offense from Bruce. He makes his impact defensively.
Pass to Şengün. In the corner, it's Levens. Here's pass. Rebound, Washington. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. They gave up way too many easy shots.
Well, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
The Knights making a switch here. Finley's checked in. Kansas City leading by 4 to the left wing. 1:09 left to play in the first. No good on the shot. Here's Washington. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Richmond, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 2-point Kansas City lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Here's Finley, and it's off from 3-point range.
This shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's good. Finley's got his third basket of the night.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And here's Richmond. Misses the step-back jump shot. And that does it for the first quarter. Knights lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Kansas City.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
So with James on the bench, here's who Terry Stotts is going with. Finley out there with Doncic. And there's Davis. Then it's Nowitzki. Ewing can't get it to go. Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for Kansas City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Won't win games in this league with an offensive night like that. They've got some things to figure out.
And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travel that didn't happen.
A moment for an injury report.
Hey guys, Kansas City's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Unfortunate for him personally, but he has been given the go-ahead from the team. We'll see what he chooses to do given the unlikelihood that they make the playoffs.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
It's unfortunate but true. If you play with passion, there's sometimes pain that comes along with it. We wish him the best.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Doncic passes to Nowitzki. Now Doncic. Pass to Finley. Washington with the rebound. West, right side. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, working like a charm.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
DC family, it's time to welcome your Wizard Dancer.
James check in for Finley. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. You take a look at Ewing, third in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Now, here's Doncic. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Doncic with it, defended by West. And it's Doncic missing. Rolling the pass to West. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Score the basket, his eighth. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside, James. Nice ball movement by Kansas City. Davis with a screen on Dick. And here's James outside.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Pass to Ewing. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here's Doncic. James kicks to Doncic. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
To the middle, deflects the pass. Nowitzki dishes to Doncic. Back to Nowitzki. James outside. Shot clock at 6. And here's Doncic from the arc. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. Doncic against West. Ewing sets a screen for West. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Kansas City trails by 8. Davis finds Doncic. Pass to James. Back to Doncic. The tray. That doesn't go either for Doncic. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Dick up top. James defending. It's blocked. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Washington making some changes. Bill Lambier's checked in for Ewing. Wilkins comes in for Bowen. And it's Richmond in for Grady Dick. West passes to Lambier. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lambier's got the lead up to 10 now for the Wizards.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Nowitzki. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's Şengün. That's good, and it's Nowitzki with the assist. Şengün's got his second basket. Here's Washington. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Now Nowitzki following Mitch Richmond's three-point attempt. There's the three. Nowitzki, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Lambier, good. Lambier's got 4 points this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's James outside. Drops in the tray.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Up top, Richmond. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Shots good from West.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Nowitzki. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Nowitzki's got 5. James against West. Driving the lane. That's to Lambier. That shot off. Great defense that time from Şengün. Nowitzki in the post. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
His long strides can sneak up on you. I mean, great ability to run the floor by Dirk, finishing the fast break.
Now here's West. 18 points for him. Here's Richmond. Rebounded by Kansas City. Nowitzki's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. James outside. From downtown. Rebounded by Lambier.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to West. Over James. West gets the bucket. West has got 20.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Screen by Şengün. Nowitzki. Wilkins gets the rebound. Washington leading now by 7. Richmond the pass to West. Rebounded by Kansas City. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to James. Down low. Nowitzki kicks to James. 6 on the shot clock. And Kansas City misses again. Washington shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Wilkins dishes to Richmond. Lambier screen to the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lambier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
James finds Şengün. Over Lambier. And Şengün with the basket on the assist by James.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
And so it's Washington heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, please direct set to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our participant.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Washington Wizards.
They're up because they're dominating on the glass, looking like that team wants it more.
Yeah, they're in a great spot, and if they can sustain the effort, they're going to be great, and I think they will.
Looking like the team that wants it more.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing in the dunk contest this year.
We've been talking about this contest since the season began. I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to get to it.
But the selection process builds anticipation, Shaq. You know all good entertainment needs drama.
La 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 la. I don't want to talk no more.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Jerry West really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's Doncic. Wilkins is out there with Ewing. Then there's West. Then it's Grady Dick. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards.
And few big men can shoot it like Nowitzki.
And here is West. Dirk Nowitzki getting his 3 to go. Pass to Ewing. Over Nowitzki. Ewing, good. Ewing's got 8 points.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
Now, here's Doncic. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Pass to Finley. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. The 3 for Doncic. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound. Ewing's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside. Nails the baby hook. And now it's an 8-point Washington lead. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Kansas City. Pass to Nowitzki. Davis looking for an opening. Here's Finley. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Dick.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
As passes to Dick. To the inside. Rebounded by Kansas City.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Doncic dishes to Nowitzki. Back to Doncic. This one for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
3-point field.
Nowitzki's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Dick. He's guarded by Finley. Doncic against West. With the drive. Count that one. West has got 22 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Pass to Finley. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the lean, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Bowen, he's checked in for Grady Dick. And Shepard subbed in for West. Kansas City also with a sub. Evans is checked in. Ewing, good.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Davis, the pass to Doncic. A three-pointer off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Shepard. Hasn't made one yet. And Ewing slams it in.
And it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Pass to Evans. And here is Doncic. They set the screen. And Kansas City misses again.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And so the timeout by Terry Stotts here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The Knights also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Levens, and James subbed in for Davis. Kansas City trails by 13. Doncic outside. And Kansas City misses again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Wilkins, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 15.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Pass to Finley. To stop the drought. From deep, James. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Free throw good, James. The Wizards making a switch here. West is checked in. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. Here is Richmond. Here's Washington now. They're on a 14-6 run. And Wilkins slams it in.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. James has a 2-pointer. And Kansas City misses again.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's West. And Washington again with the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Kansas City. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Finley. Shoots it up. And Kansas City misses again.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Richmond with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
The three ball from Doncic.
His second triple of the half. Well, look, that's 2 more than he had the first, so things, I guess, are trending in the right direction.
Pass to James. Back to Doncic. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Luka Doncic.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
And Washington making a change here. Lambeer's checked in. West outside. Shoots over Doncic. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Doncic against West. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 10.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
West passes to Poland. That ball, nice feed that time from Jerry West. West has got 3 assists tonight.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense, a legit threat from beyond the arc.
To the middle, got a piece of it. Stolen by Ewing. West with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic.
Away team foul.
And Kansas City making a change here. Nowitzki's checked in.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 45.
Richmond against James. Now here's Richmond. Defense right on him. The layup missed. Kansas City trails by 18. Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer. It adds another dimension to their offense. His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
James against Richmond. And James pulls it down. And Kansas City shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Got that one up quick. Doncic has got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. In for Richmond. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. We look at the Wizards. Right now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches.
And when I look at Washington, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good a team like this is, and they have a lot of time to turn it around.
Here's Dick. He has yet to score. Now here's James. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. West against Doncic. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. West passes to Ewing. Some solid D from Nowitzki. Kansas City trails by 12. James kicks to Şengün. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic from deep three-point land. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And so it's the Washington Wizards up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for Kansas City. James is out there with Finley. Then there's Nowitzki. And there's Davis. James against West. That shot off. James with some nice D. Davis against Wilkins. Davis kicks to James. Back to Davis. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Ewing. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Nowitzki.
Tremendous offensive output tonight. Dirk can stuff the stat sheet.
West outside. It's Wilkins on the wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. Left side, West. Ewing sets a screen for West. Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 11 rebounds in the game. Davis finds Nowitzki. Davis setting the pick for Nowitzki. In the corner, it's James. Outside for Davis. Off target with his three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Dick passes to West. Down low. Out to Ewing. On the arc. The Wizards with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Wilkins against Nowitzki. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Wizards leading by 10. Wilkins dishes to West. On the wing, Ewing. No good with the layup. For Kansas City, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to James. Back to Nowitzki. Plenty of space. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Timeout, Wizards.
last break, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to the team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. West with the ball. He's picked up by James. Dick passes to Ewing. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Davis. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Nowitzki's got 13 points in the second half. Washington leading now by 5. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's West. Rebounded by Kansas City. Shoots the three. Nowitzki, no good. Wizards have got 0-6 in the fourth quarter. Disastrous start to the period. Ewing a screen on James. Here's Davis. Kicks it out to James. Offline with his three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's West, and he drives in, lays it up off the glass. West has got 28.
Wow, the obsessive quest for perfection. West truly believes every shot he takes is going in, and I tell you what, on a night like this, he may be right.
Nowitzki with it, defended by West. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Dick with the steal. Inside, here's Wilkins, and Davis sends it back. To the paint, here's Nowitzki. Nowitzki inside.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Pass to Dick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Doncic is checked in for Kansas City. Here's Dick. He's guarded by Finley. West against Doncic. It's blocked. Outside, Davis. Doncic kicks to Davis. Back to Doncic. Fires the three. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
3-point field goal.
Davis has got 6 assists now in the game. The Wizards with the lead. Here's Dick. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Bill Lambert's checked in for Washington.
Now into the lineup for your Wizards, number 35, Bill Lambert.
Here's Ewing. Pass to West. Launches a three. Good on the three-point shot. West has got 5 points now in the quarter.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Finley the pass to Doncic. The three. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Pass to Ewing. And stolen by Nowitzki. Outside Davis. Nowitzki outside. Jerk with the three.
And here the fourth, he's carrying this team right now. 5 of 7 from the field.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Timeout, Wizards.
Easy family. Let's welcome to the floor your Wizard Type Squad. Easy family. Here's the Hype Squad. chiVSbos.
They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. West against Doncic. Fires from 18. Doncic for the rebound. And it's Kansas City's ball. They're on a 15-5 run here. Now Nowitzki. Clock at 6. To take the lead. That one misses.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Beyond the arc. It misses. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Checked in for Nowitzki.
Number 28. Sengun. Easy family. Here's the Hype Squad. chiVSbos. Wizard Type Squad.
And it's Kansas City's ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Doncic outside. That doesn't go. And a chance, though, to take the lead. West with the ball. Ewing inside. Sengun covering. Good on the basket.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Here's Doncic. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Rest outside. From 12 feet. Got it to go.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer. Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Second team foul. At the line for Washington, Dominic Wilkins taking 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So we can't get either to fall. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Finley. Tick defending. Now Finley. Doncic. He's off from 3. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Dominic Wilkins. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And the Knights call time here. There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
They go to the intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Fourth team foul. At the line for 2-0.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
And so it's the Wizards with the W. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Jerry West.